another short video on the OKMO B02. Running nicely again. Where these two screws are, on that spring, that little bar, if you undo them two screws, you can adjust the timing. Yeah, this wouldn't fire again the other day, and what it was, somehow or another, the timing must have moved. It must have just moved. It's quite tightly clamped, so I don't know how it moved, but it did move, and I had to adjust it again, and it was a 2-minute job. But that's what I did, and I've moved it so that it's firing at top dead centre. I think some of the guys, I'm not sure about this model, but some of the guys are getting the timing to fire just after top dead centre. But this is firing at top dead centre now, and it's running quite nicely. Just for information, the air screw I've got screwed out about all the way in, then about half a turn out. I've played about it different settings, and I think this is a good setting. Remember what I said about the oiler? Right, so what I'm doing with the oiler now, I do fill it up, then all I do is loosen that until I see it go down. Then I tighten it up again. You don't need much oil. But what I did before, I filled it up and it used all of that straight away, and then it caused me running problems because it was the oil was getting into the cylinder. So what I do is fill that up, open it until it goes half down, like it is now, then tighten this up again, and it stopped this because it's a valve, like a little needle valve. And then if I think it's been running a long time, I can undo that, let a little bit more in. But before I was getting black spots everywhere because I'd put too much oil in. But now you can see what it's running like. It's running lovely. Beautiful engine. Like you need to find your way around these. So I changed the points there, the contacts. I changed that. It comes with a spare set anyway. So I'll just only because when it went running, I just wanted to eliminate everything it could be. And it probably wasn't the points there. It probably was the timing. So I kept the other set. So I've got a spare, but I think that's running lovely. These are really good little machines. You have to learn your way around it though, because it's a tiny little engine. You've got everything you've got is minute adjustments, and a tiny little bit here or there the other way, and it won't be right. That there is your speed controller. So if you screw that in, it revs faster. So I've got it to about the hit and miss, how I like it, and that setting. But if you undo the little lock tab at the lock nut and bolt back and screw that in, it will rev faster. I keep thinking about taking that guard off so I can see the crankshaft. That's been running about 20 minutes now. It's not even warm. Lovely little model. Lovely little model. I wouldn't hesitate and get one. I wouldn't hesitate on getting one. Just prepared to, if you like a little bit of tinkering, you will be doing tinkering. But yeah, I mean, compared to the older versions, because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. Before I bought this, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. And see some of the early models, people was having it was only the experts who was getting them running right. And after changing several things. and making adjustments, and sometimes even machining up new parts. But this one's lovely. I am going to send off for these magnets. So these magnets, and I've just got that little bit of foam in there just to raise that. But OKMO doing their 4 little magnets that go underneath there. It raises this, and it's a nice way of easy attaching and detaching the lid. I never have to take the lid off anyway. I need to change the battery. But I mean, look, that's running lovely. So I've got that, say, about half a turn out, and it's firing at the top dead centre. That's how I've got it set. And it's easy to set the timing, so just undo them 2 screws. What I did, so let's do a video showing it really. I'll probably do a video showing it. Take the plug out, put it in the HD cap, rest it on that spring, turn this wheel in the direction of travel until you can see the spark, and then look where your piston is, and then get it so it's sparking at top dead centre. I know it will work slightly before and slightly after, and people will have their own preferences, but I've got this firing at top dead centre, and you can see it's running lovely and slow. It's not hiccuping, double missing, double firing. It's running absolutely lovely. So that's the settings I've got here, and I've changed, oiled it. These 2 little oilers are full, and that one, I'll fill it up, let some in, then close the valve. Yeah, so that's only a quick one, but it's running lovely now. I weren't sure what the problem was, but what it was is that little bar with them 2 screws on, it must have moved a fraction one way or the other, and it affected the timing. And I worked it out and just put it back to, say it's firing at top dead centre now. Yeah, and I think it's running at a really lovely speed. So I'll leave that there, guys, but that's a little bit more information for you. If you ask any questions, because there might be something I know about this what I haven't mentioned. If you're thinking about getting one, don't hesitate to ask a question, because if I can help, I will. That's really why I do the videos. But there'll be more coming. So if you like the video, I've got other models coming. I've got a lot of steam engines. I've got vacuum engines, you know, flame eaters, Stirling engines, hit and miss, everything. So if you like that sort of thing, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. This is what you're looking for when you get to top dead centre. So get your plug out, put it on something metal, but that's where I'll put it, because it's where I can see the piston at the same time. Just as the piston gets to the top dead centre, you want that spark. And then if I zoom out, and you adjust this here, them 2 screws, and move this little brass collar backwards and forwards. So I don't know if you can see it at the moment. It's difficult to see at the moment. I can't do it everywhere. You can see the con rod. Yeah, so let's get a better angle. Right, so there the con rod is at the bottom dead centre. Right, so you want that sparking as that con rod's coming around. It's coming up the front. Now that is as far forward as it's going to go. That's top dead centre. That's how I've set mine to spark. Some people set it so it sparks just about there, fraction after, or fraction before, but I've set that at top dead centre. So how that was running just now, it sparks when that part of the crankshaft is as far forward as it can go. That's when the piston is top dead centre. So I thought I'd add this onto the end because I was explaining about it and I didn't really show it. So you want that sparking when that crankshaft is as far forward as it's going to go. The piston's as far forward as it's going to go then. And the way of adjusting it is you undo them two little screws. You see it's on a spring, and you can move that backwards and forwards a fraction. And you won't really take too much notice of the contacts because you can see what it's doing with the spark. I just showed. It come around again. There you go. That's it. Anyway, that's how I did it. That's how I did it. But yeah, I thought I'd take that on the end because I was explaining about it and didn't show it. But yeah, I've got mine set. So piston is at top dead centre when that sparks, and that's how it's running like that. That's it. Thought I'd just add the bit on the end. Cheers, guys.